tree is.
I do love it.
Got it. Okay. You're
Celebrate
all
the whole month. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Kelvin, for allowing us to be on this meeting and be able to present to you your wonderful agents. I'm John Wax with Snap NHD for all your NHD tax and environmental needs. Yes, the FHDS card form has been modified and it is in effect currently. Snap NHD is the only CAR approved NHD company and licensed company to include in our reports the FHDS CAR form. And they've added a new feature called the decision tree to help you fill out the form. And it is a little confusing. So a little later on, we're going to be scheduling a class to do a training on how to navigate it. I do want to recommend that you order your reports at time of listing. Get that information up front so you know how to consult with your clients and advise them of anything they need to know about. And then if you need to, and I would encourage you to do it, take it on a listing appointment. Get your report taken on a listing appointment. There is no charge if escrow doesn't close, and it's no penalty to you or your clients. And get the full report. The NHD, the tax has great information, 1915 bond, Melrose, the private transfer fee, and the PACE Hero information. And lastly, environmental hazards. And there are a lot of environmental hazards. 6 Superfund site underground contaminations that you should be able to have available to be able to consult with. You
froze a little bit, John.
I think, what? What's that?
Keep going, it's okay.
No, I was just saying, that's very important that you need to consult with your clients and they need to know about, because remember, surprises cause lawsuits. And if you give them that information, they're not going to be able to come back on you and say, well, you didn't tell me that. You've given them all your information. My biggest tip to you, now that we're out in public and stuff, wear your badges, have cards, pens, appropriate documents with you, because you never know when the next deal is coming from. Let's have a wonderful July and a safe July. And my information will be in the chat. I look forward to seeing you in person.
Yay, Thank you. Thank you, John. Next in line, we have Scott. Scott, you're up.
Hey, everybody. Scott Shimamoto, Journey Mortgage Advisors. I went to the Arcadia Association of Realtors caravan meeting this morning, and we had a legal update. This is really important. Probably, Kelvin, this is probably a good topic for you in the future, but they were talking about some of the changes to the contract. And one of them is having to do with, when people sell their house and they want to stay in there for a couple, they want to rent back for a little bit. So there's this new form and it only goes to 29 days. So it's like an addendum. And if you go to 30 days, what happens is your person who's doing this rent back temporarily, as soon as you hit 30 days, that turns into they become a tenant. And when they become a tenant, now they have tenant rights. And that could turn into a big deal for you guys, because I guess theoretically the seller of the house could become a squatter in the house. And the contracts for the loan piece of it, you are supposed to occupy the house within 60 days if you're getting the owner occupied rate. So that's a really big deal. This is like, it's kind of new. So I'm trying to digest it too, but that's something that you guys need to be aware of, because everybody's trying to get 60 days on these rent backs. And my other tip is, okay, since I'm a lender, I'm just going to tell you guys, you're going to work with a lender, work with someone who's going to be around, like not a flash in the pan. I've been doing this since 2002, and I'm very consistent in my business. I'm very consistent about, my marketing and everything else. So I'm not going to be here today, pitching how great I am and gone tomorrow. I'm going to be here for you. Hopefully I can help you out with your pre-approvals for your buyers. And thank you, Kelvin and Sylvia, for letting us participate as affiliates. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be listening because I'm gonna have to go pick somebody up right now. But yeah, thank you.
No worries, thank you. And would you just say what? No joke?
Your deal is no joke to me.
Okay, very good. And now SIP, SIP, which is something that I learned from Kelvin when I joined this office, which is a very underused form. Thank you for that. And next I have here, I see Angie. Angie, you're up.
Hi, guys. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Kelvin. Andy Tang here, First American Title. Wanted to talk a little bit about CC&Rs and plotted easements. So for all of the reports that we open for you, for all your listings, I have it already defaulted to receive the CC&Rs and the plotted easements. That way you don't have to, if you forget to order it, I've already done it. But that will help you in trying to figure out if there's any easements that you can't build on. It'll help you with any clients that are worried about doing an ADU. It'll also give information about certain, conditions and covenants that may follow that property. So some of them, might have, you can't have, trees or bushes higher than 6 feet, or you can't chop down certain trees. At least you'll have those covenants and restrictions with you when you work with your clients. So you won't have any glitches once you close escrow. I'm here to help you grow your business and maintain it. Angie Tang, First American Title. Thank you.
Thank you, Angie. Appreciate that. And let me see who else we have here. We have Martin Mesa. Martin, you're up.
Martin, are you on mute?
We can hear you.
Martin, why don't you come over here if you can, we can't hear you.
Kelvin, we have several affiliates, so I'll be bringing them in.
What's wrong with my computer, bro? I just go on mute. Yep.
All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Had problems with my computer. Kelvin was so gracious enough to let me use his computer since I'm here in the office. So thank you again for allowing me to join this meeting. It's the first time I've ever joined this meeting. So it's good to be here. I am a mortgage lender with Rate 1 Financial Incorporated in Sierra Madre, California. And did you want me to go into my thing now or later?
Yeah, you go ahead and just
Okay.
share a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, Kelvin asked me to come on and give just a quick snapshot summary of a couple of things in the mortgage market right now. So I'll go ahead and do that. I can't share my screen because I'm not on my own computer, but just wanted to give you an idea of where rates are right now, and then also kind of tell you a little bit about some of the most popular loan programs out there that we're seeing in the market right now. So I have a rate sheet that I wanted to share on my screen, but again, I'm not on my computer. So I created a rate sheet as of yesterday. So just as far as you can tell, rates have dipped a little bit, thankfully, over the last week or so. Right now, as of yesterday, I should say, an FHA loan with no points, best rates are around 4.375. Same thing with a VA loan, 4.375. And then a 30-year conforming fixed rate mortgage, whether it's 10, 20, 30% down, you're right around 5%, right around 5%, 4.99 best rates. Agency jumbo, which means anything above 647,200 in our county, LA County, all the way up to 970,800 for a 1-unit property. And you're right around 5% for that right now for a 30-year fix with no points. And on a jumbo loan, about the same, 5%. 15-year fixed right now, conventional conforming, 15-year fixed with 20% down, you're around 4% with no points. And 20-year fixed around 4.75. So, and then also 5-1 arm, 7-1 arm. The rates are really, from what I can see, they're not much lower than the 30-year fixed rate right now. So, not much benefit there, but those rates are in the high 4s for a 5-year and a 7-1 arm. So that's kind of where the rates are as of yesterday. The market has sort of gone up a little bit this morning, but not enough to really make a big difference. So just wanted to share that with you. And after I get off this call, I'll email you guys the rate sheet that I was going to share on the screen with you today, so you can have that handy. And then the other thing I wanted to share real quick was an update on some of the most popular loan programs that I'm seeing these days, that I'm doing quite a bit of, besides your traditional cookie cutter, conventional loan, FHA, VA, jumbo, all that stuff. What I'm seeing a lot of these days are some of the more non-traditional products. I've actually been seeing that for the last couple of years, but really over the last 6 months, they've come on quite strong with the mortgage rates going up and so forth. But you got a bank statements program that's really popular for self-employed people. It allows self-employed people to qualify for a loan based on their average deposits into either their personal or business bank account statement for the last 12 or 24 months. There's a lot of rules there, but it's a really great program for self-employed people that can't otherwise qualify for as large a loan as they need to get when qualifying off their traditional route, which is through tax returns. That's very popular. The rates on those are higher, obviously. It's a little bit more non-traditional. Right now, I'm seeing rates anywhere for a 30-year fixed from around 6.5% to as high as 8.5%, sometimes even 9% if it's a really risky scenario. But a lot of them are coming in that high 6, low 7 range. Another popular program is a profit and loss only program, also for self-employed borrowers. It is, instead of using bank statement deposits to qualify, you can have your CPA or any licensed tax preparer for that matter help you prepare a profit and loss statement for your business. And there's a couple different programs. Some of them allow you to prepare it yourself as the business owner, and it just has to be signed off by the CPA with their signature on it that they've reviewed it. They don't have to actually prepare it. Or you can have your CPA prepared. It does not have to be an audited P&L. It can be an unaudited P&L. And there's different variations of that program, but that's a really cool program for self-employed buyers that need to qualify for a larger loan than they'd otherwise qualify for using the traditional tax return route, but don't want to show their bank statements. And the rates and down payment requirements and everything are very comparable to the bank statement program on the P&L only. You've also got Investor Cash Flow, which is a program for investment property purchases or refinances, where it strictly uses the rental income being generated from the subject property of the loan to qualify for the loan amount. Typically, as long as the rental income from either the lease agreement or the canceled checks from the tenant or the rental survey from the appraiser, as long as the rental income is at or greater than the PITI for your loan, usually you can get your loan approved for that program. That's a great program. And some banks are a little bit more aggressive than others. Some allow the rental income to be lower than the actual mortgage payment, 25-30% lower. The rates are a little higher for those, but that's a really good program. We're doing a lot for investors looking to buy investment property. I only got a couple more minutes, so I'll just make it real quick. Okay, so ITIN program for foreign nationals, got that going on for foreign nationals that are looking for a loan. And then of course, hard money, which has been around forever. The rates for hard money right now, anywhere from 7.99 to 11.99%. So that's it. Those are the programs I'm doing quite a bit of besides your average cookie cutter stuff. So thanks for your time. Thanks again, Kelvin. Take care.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Martin. Next, I'd like to bring on here, we have in person as well, and he has his laptop on, is Jay Pye from Crowdfunding. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Jay, and I'm a loan officer at Crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a loan brokerage that partners with wholesale lenders and offer both residential and commercial loan programs. Today, I bring a very popular stated income program, 3.5% down payment, low credit score, and without verifying income. We all know spiking interest rates is holding back buyers. This low down payment program can help you procure buyers. Please contact me if you're interested in the details of this program. Now, I know a lot of you may already work with a loan officer. However, I'm simply here to let you know, please keep me in mind and consider me as your backup. I speak fluent Mandarin and in Spanish. I can help loan agents open up to a broader market and expand your clientele. That's my presentation for today. Thank you.
Muchas gracias. Te lo agradezco.
A la orden.
Gracias, muy amable. Next, I would like to bring in person here in my office, the very own Nicole Menard. Woo-hoo!
Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Kelvin, for allowing us to join you each week, or every other week, I should say. Nicole Menard, Fidelity National Title. As we all know, the market is shifting.
Hi.
We have the tools and resources.
Yes. 你好，有
我等一下会留一些的。You speak Mandarin? 你好。
Hold on, sorry. I'll try to mute him.
Okay, can you hear me now? Nicole Menard, Fidelity National Title, here to help you grow your business and stay in the business. And I have 33 years experience, have the tools and technology, and look forward to helping you guys. We have a wealth report that I'd love to share with you to keep you top of mind with your clients. Give me a call. If I can help, I'll put my info in the chat. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nicole. And let me see what other affiliates we have here lined up. I think that's all the affiliates we have here in person. I'm looking down the list here. Is there anyone else out there that has not introduced themselves that is an affiliate? No?
Yes,
Okay,
good morning,
great.
Rick Sanchez.
Rick, thank you very much. Appreciate it. You're up.
Hey everyone, Rick Sanchez with Guaranteed Rate. I specialize in working with business owners, real estate investors, and foreign nationals. So all of those unique loan programs that you can think of. I wanted to share what's been working really well for me and my buyers and other agents that I work with is to continue to use the rent versus buy, right? Because right now with interest rates being so high and a lot of people thinking that the home values are going to go down, we're showing the rent versus buy tool and to show buyers that it still makes sense to buy. So if you guys are interested in also co-marketing, I'm happy to list your properties on our social medias and create marketing materials to help you sell the house quicker. Thank you, everyone. Thanks again for letting me be a part of this meeting.
We appreciate all of you. You all are very important to all of us here at the office. You're part of the industry, the focus zone that we have to better build our business, and we need to help each other. So we appreciate all you affiliates. Thank you very much. I'd like to go ahead and I could put on a quote here on our sidebar here, and I like you all in the chat room. This is from Mark, and it says, take risks. If you win, you will be happy. If you lose, you will be wise. So go out and prospect and just get out of your comfort zone. And there's so much to share, as many of you that were over at the Caravan meeting at the Arcadia Board of Realtors. I've sent over to Kelvin a few of those anecdotes. So Kelvin, that brings you up. I welcome Kelvin, our broker owner.
All right. Good morning, everyone. And I hope you all enjoyed the July 4th weekend with everybody. And I just wanted to say, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in terms of our business and our families and lives. And but don't forget, and one of our quotes today, I'll start off with JFK, but I wanted to start with a little inspiration. So let me go ahead and pull up his quote real quick, and we'll speak towards something that I think is really important for us to remember. And I think that it's kind of very timely, because when it comes down to America, what do we all think of? And a lot of times, you know, I spoke about this a little bit before, but a lot of times what we think about is the liberties that we have and enjoy. And so JFK shares, the cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it. And one path we shall never choose, and that is the path of surrender or submission. And what does this mean to me, and what does this really kind of embody, is that the American freedom is something that we had to pay a high price for. Many, when we did our revolution against the British, and we wanted to, what was the whole purpose behind the old Declaration of Independence? Okay, it was because we wanted to separate ourselves from unjust rule, from unjust government, from a government of British across the seas who was trying to get stamp tax and trying to tax on all of the cotton and the products that they were producing in America, and really just sending over all of our goods over there. And really, there comes a point, it was called a pivot point, in which the people just started realizing and waking up. and really saying, we need our freedom, we need our liberties. We don't want to be ruled from across the sea from people that don't know what it means to be living here on this land in this great country in America. So there are still today many countries that don't enjoy the liberties that we have, the freedoms that we have. And there's a lot of things going on in court systems and in our governments, and the rulings that I'm hearing from the Superior Court regarding the reversal of Roe versus Wade and abortion rights. And we're talking about things regarding, liberties of freedom. Gun control is a major issue. And I'm just telling you, I'm taking a side what's right or wrong, but the core values of what's here in America and what we have is we have the right to protest peacefully. We have the right to bear arms. We have the right to protect ourselves. We have the right to be able to speak positively or negatively against our country, against this and that. We can't speak negatively or defame one another, as we learned in the Amber versus Heard case. We can't defamation someone else. But I'm just saying we have the right to actually speak our mind and have our own opinions. And then that's something that's great about this country. Okay, it's okay to have differences. It's okay to have different perspectives on things because we all come from different backgrounds. And that's the beauty of this country, is that we all have a diverse melting pot to have a diverse perspective. And that's what makes us grow, is being able to see things from the other side. So my advice to you as realtors in your business is, the greater you can control and see perspective from another person's eyes, the better your business, the better you're able to relate to someone, the better you're going to be able to get them to sign and do business with you. So work on your skill set of understanding them. And you're going to do that by being a great listener, by watching their demeanor, by being able to kind of help them interpret or play along on the stories that people are sharing. And that's going to help you really build that rapport together with one another. And I hope you really would try to work on that skill set, because so many of us are trying to say something. We're trying to brag about something. Oh, I sold this for this client. We got this 100 over asking. I did this and this and this. And honestly, at the end of the day, a lot of these people don't care. They don't want you to brag. They don't want to hear about your success, honestly, on your social media, or this and this and this. They want to show, hopefully, you can kind of pivot your marketing to actually be more tasteful. Sometimes you want to be able to share how you're helping one another, how you have big heart, how you're really strategic in what you do, or professional, or specialty. Those are the things that you want to really embellish and share and promote. So that's my advice for you. In this day and age, your reputation is the best thing you can hold. And it just, it takes a whole 10, 20, 30 years for many of us to build that reputation. But it only takes one simple mistake or one simple accident, and you can lose your reputation just like that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get into some slides and get into a couple of the different things. I'll start out with the video today because I'm still downloading right now. So hold on one second. We'll start off with the video. And
Kelvin, before you go on, I just want to say that was beautiful, and thank you for sharing that. I can feel that when you share something like that, it comes from the heart and it's very genuine. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Sylvia. But yeah, I do speak from, hopefully not just real estate. I try to build everyone up and develop one another through things and lessons that I've learned through my experiences. And so hopefully.
We need it. And we all need it. I don't know if you hear this, Kelvin, and any of the other agents are hearing, but I don't go one day without hearing somebody saying it's coming. Something really bad is coming. And it's like, I'm looking up to the sky and I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be a big, alien ship that's going to come over our head, or, the zombies came and left. And now I'm thinking, okay, what is it? What is it? But at the end of the day, we just have to stay true to ourselves and just be strong and know that we do live in a land of opportunity.
Land of opportunity is right, but we also have to, honestly, and I keep telling you, this time is short, that our lives on this planet is very narrow. And I kind of have a little disturbance today. So I'll share, one of my good friends from high school. I grew up with this person. I just heard that he passed away today.
Oh, so
He's my
sorry.
age. He's 1 year older than me, so he's 41 years
So
old.
sorry to hear.
And
Our condolences.
I don't know the condition. I think he woke up and he's flat on the ground. So it's really bothering me.
Hear that, but
That's-
Kelvin, I want to share that you're right. I grew up saying that life is short and that life is way too short. But my daughter taught me something different. She says, Mom, life is well lived. We need to live it while we're here.
So be careful, everyone. Several weeks ago, one of our staff, their brother was hit and run in Alhambra, Almanzar Park. There's crimes going on everywhere. You know, even when I was July 4th at a barbecue in Montebello, someone passed away because they're being stupid and playing around with fireworks, and they passed away from their mistake. So everyone, you really got to be very, very, especially during a downturn or any kind of recession, people will do whatever it takes to feed and provide for the family or to make ends meet or to pay off the bills. So there will be people out there who are looking for trouble. So I just want to make sure, keep your eyes up, okay? Don't let others, surprise you, or you always got to be fully prepared. So don't ever get out of your car or your vehicle, especially if you're if you're a woman, you're an easy target, okay? Some people just try to take your purse from the parking lot. So protect yourself, because I would hate this to happen to you. I'm sorry to be having some bad news, but I mean, let me go ahead and start sharing a little bit more bad news regarding the market. So can you guys see my screen? I'm going to share with you the video for today.
Yes.
Is it, you see the golfer right here?
Yes.
Yes, is
Okay.
that you?
So I'm going to start here.
Stories this week. One was about practicing in bad weather. Here we are. And the second one is about being lost in the woods. Now, how in the world does that apply to you? Let's find out. Now, the first story was from a call that I was on with John Maxwell. Really cool call, mentorship call I get to have with him once a month. And he's so smart and he's full of wisdom. And he was telling a story about Gary Player, who's one of the top 10 best golfers of all time. Maybe you don't know him because he's a little bit older golfer, but Gary used to wake up on tournament days and hope and pray for bad weather, which is kind of weird. As a golfer, you don't pray for bad weather. And here I am getting ready to play in bad weather. I'm a little bit nervous. But Gary Player on tournament days would hope and pray for bad weather. Why? Well, he knew that 90% of the competition hadn't practiced in bad weather. And he did frequently. He made it a thing to practice in bad weather commonly. So when tournament days would hit, he had an advantage, a competitive advantage over the rest of the field. 90% of the competition would mentally check out, but not Gary Player. He was excited to play in the tournament. And that mentality helped him become one of the top 10 golfers of all time. Now, why do I share that with you? Because many of us haven't practiced in bad weather. In real estate and mortgage and any business, for the last 2 years, we've been playing in really nice, good weather. And now the weather's coming in and we're a little bit nervous because we haven't practiced in bad weather. Now, there's two big takeaways for that. One, obviously, Gary's strategy is amazing. Preparing in good times for bad, practicing in bad weather. And when the bad weather shows up, he's got a huge competitive advantage. Well, market storm's coming in and many of us didn't practice in bad weather, but that's all right. On to the second takeaway. But remember that next time for the next market cycle to practice in bad weather. So maybe you didn't practice in bad weather. So what? It's okay. Don't give up. Many of you are quitting before the match has even begun. Just like in the Gary Player analogy, he knew that 90% of the competition were going to quit mentally. That's the big key takeaway, guys. We can't quit mentally. Sure, the bad weather has come in. Show up. You'll be surprised at what you can accomplish when you show up with a positive attitude. Now, the second story I want to talk about is about being lost in the woods. And this was actually a friend of mine, Bill Peterson, who's an amazing leader in Oregon, told me this story this week, and it applies to us. He was telling a story about how he went hiking. He was hiking with friends, and later in the day, he actually got separated from his friends. He had been hiking for hours. He was actually lost, completely lost, which is very, very scary if you've ever been lost in the woods. He had been searching. He'd gotten to a point where down below him was kind of a swampy marshland that he couldn't really pass. And up above him were 2 sheer cliffs. He was really stuck, and he was really worried because the weather was starting to come in and he didn't know what to do. So he sat down next to the tree and started wondering what he was going to do. Didn't have supplies to stay overnight, and it was not going to be a good night. So Bill sat there for a minute, and he thought to himself, most hikers are found dead next to a tree. Bill's thinking, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be that guy. So he got up. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be another way. I missed it. So he started searching, back tracing, looking at everything again. And wouldn't you know it, he found a path that he had missed. After all those hours of searching, he found one path that led him down. And just as it was getting dark, he heard whistles and bells, for that was his friends searching for him, and he was reunited with his friends right before dark. I share that with you because some of us are sitting next to that tree right now professionally. Market shifted, weather moved in, times were great last couple of years, and you're not really sure what to do, and you're sitting next to the tree pondering your next move. I'm here to tell you, get up from the tree. Guys, there is another way. You got to get up. You got to keep moving. You got to keep searching for another way out, another avenue. You don't want to be found next to the tree, guys. Get up from the tree.
All right, thanks for watching that. And I just thought it was very timely to watch that and share, because there's a lot of people struggling right now. And we see it in prevalent, whether it's, you know, the rising rents that, hold on one second. Okay, sorry, the video was going on. Okay, so when there's a lot of people struggling right now, and you can tell we're seeing all of the inflation causing a lot of families to have less disposable income than before. Some people are used to their means and having a little bit of fun, having a little bit of nice dinners. And when you add in all of the rising costs at the supermarket and the gas stations, and then your rent and your mortgage payment and this and this and that, it adds up. Okay, it comes to a point where either you're going to come and face financial difficulty, or your clients or your friends and family, they're going to start to see the points where sort of your savings are starting to just dip and dip and dip, and your stock portfolio is just might fall and fall, as it has been since the beginning of the year. Don't wait for the moment in which you're struggling, when you're underwater, as a metaphor. Don't wait till you're underwater before you take action. Okay, and that video kind of alludes to, you need to be able to really push yourself and inspire and motivate yourself to continue doing business, going out there, finding the right business and finding the right, connecting with the right people, doing whatever it takes and not doing what everyone else is doing, but you take your own path. And to take your own path to success truly requires a little bit of struggle. Kind of like a beautiful little butterfly. It needs to be in a cocoon. It needs to struggle. It needs to grow. It needs to feel like they're really tight and a lot of pressure. And that's really the way you really grow your wings, is when you figure out solutions, when you start figuring out how to solve problems. And then not only can you solve your own problems, when you learn to help others solve their problems, that's when you become a leader. That's when you can become helpful to others. When you're able to help them sell their property or for maximum price, or help them purchase a property and negotiate all the great stuff that you do. Really just being a great listener is going to help you. But all I'm trying to say is, don't wait till it's too late. I really hope that you can push yourself to succeed today while the market still is normal. This is a normal market, and get your own piece of the pie. Okay. So I got my slides downloaded. Let's go ahead and get into them. Any questions before I get into the new slides? Okay. All right, it's opening up. Hold on one second. It's already, oh, is this the wrong date? Hold on one second, this is the wrong date. This is right. Okay. So I started off with JFK's quote, and choose the path that really is, there's, like I said, it was a very high cost to pay for us to have our freedom, but it's well worth it. Okay. And the hard work that you put into your business will also be well worth it. We have our sales meeting schedule here. We talked about our video already. So really, I just wanted to talk a little bit about now some upcoming classes. This is the old slides. Hold on one second. And we're going to plan for a company social on July 21st, really just to bringing people back together again. We're going to have some affiliates here, have some games, a bingo, and just a nighttime time to have food and drinks and celebrate today. So for those of you who don't know and have not checked out the new campaign on your My CB Desk platform, really it's about dreaming. And dreaming is important for families to really, hopefully, that's going to inspire and motivate people to move today or help them with their, associate with why they should use a co-banker agent. And we want to be the ones who are helping them deliver them their dreams. So I love the new content and looks really nice and attractive. There's a bunch of different stuff that you can share on social media, just like this slide, with your own name and company. So check it out. They have revamped it, and you'll see within the next 3 weeks, we will be rolling out the new platform. It's called Moxie Presents. Moxie, the whole platform suite of tools. I'm still working on the final touches, and we're going to be ready to release into all of Dynasty agents the news. It's going to replace Zap. It's going to be the new platform for your website, a new look, and definitely a lot more functionality to it. A CRM built into this. So if you want to get prepared and get ready for your new platform to work with, I'll be teaching some classes on this. I'm going to ask you to right now start building and gathering your data, correcting addresses, email addresses, phone numbers, names. If you can do that simple thing, we're going to be able to utilize and tap into utilizing your network and giving some really tasteful marketing campaigns that you probably haven't done before, but it's not that hard to do. So if you want to really learn a little bit more, here is the section on the Marketing Minute. So I'm going to go here and share the Market Minute. Updated on July 4th. You guys see the screen, right?
Yes.
With mortgage rates steadily coming down. They've come down a little bit, as we've heard from our lenders here today. Thanks for being here. Inflation still remains high. The economy is expected to pull back. The market should normalize, but what we're seeing is probably a lot more what you call in the second half of 2022, we're going to see softer sales and pretty moderate price growth. And in my opinion, I would phrase this as more price correction, market correction coming more from the elevated levels that we experienced in the past. We're going to see a little bit of that elevation come down. So we have seen a slight uptick now. Mortgage applications have increased a little bit as the rates paused and haven't climbed. So that's good news for those buyers out there who are on the fence. They can still get a decent rate under 6% for a 30-year loan. And there is a dip in the housing sentiment where consumers are a little bit less positive about, and this is in general based on polls and surveys. So they're just not as positive towards homeownership than in prior months. So a lot of the consumer respondents believe that economic conditions will not improve in the next 12 months. And so that's something where there's some fear, some negativity towards the economy, some what you call conservative attitude right now. So only 14% believe it's a good time to buy a home. And so we need to change that, okay? Because it's always a good time to buy a home. It's just a matter of what price, what terms you're getting, and how long you're gonna live there. A lot of different factors is better than renting sometimes. So you'll see a slight increase from record lows, but basically we're seeing some negativity towards homeownership right now, and people think there's more room to cool off. So the economic slowdown shows that consumer spending is dropped. And in May, 0.2% US household spending has shown. We're going to see June and July probably show a lot more savings, and less retail sector of a lot of different companies will probably show less than hopeful numbers that they were putting into their budget. So you're going to see companies reporting maybe slow sales. Okay, so this is a 16-month low in consumer confidence. I heard a report this morning. Consumer confidence is the lowest for the past 13 years. So right now, we also are seeing construction spending declining. So residential is holding its ground, but I'm seeing days on market slight uptick from last year. Average days on market was less than 15 days last year. Today, it's about roughly 18 months, 18 days on the market. So if you're climbing and you're approaching or past 18 days on the market on your new listing, it's no longer a new listing. You're going to have to talk to the seller or probably advise, maybe we should talk about a price improvement. Maybe we missed the mark. Maybe we were a little bit too hopeful on trying your way, seller, of trying this goal. Let's go closer towards where I anticipated the resale value. We should have priced it a little bit lower. Let's get this sold before the peak summer activity slows down after September. After the school year starts, there's less buyers in the market right now. So we have 2 more months until we see a dip or a slowdown in activity. So there's a couple of economic slides I want to point you towards how to find it. Okay. Now, if you guys see my screen right here, you can always go to CAR and go to current sales and price statistics. It's under Industry 360. So if you go down to Industry 360, you find these slides here. They give you the May housing market update. They update this almost every quarter, but I'm not going to go into that one. I like to sometimes also do a little bit of local news. So you'll find here how the trends are going in Los Angeles in terms of single family and condo and townhomes. So it's great to differentiate between what product you're selling or trying to do an analysis for. And it's also good to break it down by county. So Southern CAR takes all the data from CRMLS and all of the other MLSs throughout California to gather for us, for our use, all the trends going on month to month or year to year. Keep in mind that we are year to year in 2021, there was a very shortage of inventory. There was a pandemic going on. So year to year sales activity has slowed down a lot, minus 11% in Southern California. Prices have increased year to year since that time. Okay, so why? Because of the shortage of inventory. We're gonna see more inventory increase. Okay, so when you see this kind of stuff, that's gonna have downward pressure. There's more competition on the market. When you're a listing agent, you have a lot more people and homes to compete against. Much, much more than before. Right now, it's roughly, we're revolving very close to 2 months of inventory. Meaning 2 months of inventory means if no more listings came out for the next 2 months, all of the listings right now would be sold. Okay, that's kind of it is, but then you can't hold that variable. There's always going to be new listings. There's always going to be some seller that needs to get and sell their property. There's always going to be deaths in California. There's always going to be marriages and babies being born. So there's always movement. So you can't really, there's always going to be a fair share of market share for you to take, but you got to earn it. Okay. But I like to take down city level sales and price data. So if you've never been here before, this is at your fingertips. Just click right here and you can get data based upon every single city, even if it's in an area that you are not familiar with. So if I have a listing coming soon and I'm going to take a listing in an area that I'm not familiar with. Let's say I don't work very much in Hacienda Heights. Okay, so let's say if I want to pull some statistic on there, I'll just go ahead and take over. It's all the same, but I'll take the Facebook data, and I can put this on Facebook. I can share this to my social media. I can let people know what the heck is going on. As of May 22, at the end of May, we have that the median price is $1 million. That's a significant change. That's 30% greater than last year. Hacienda Heights has experienced a great uptick in value. They are perfect prime candidates for people who now have some equity, built some great appreciation, and there's a good amount of them who might want to capture that, realize that, and sell their property while the market still is relatively normal market, versus next year in 2023, it might become more of a buyer's market. We don't know. Days on market in this area is only 9 days. That's very fast in May. And people are buying 105% over asking still as of May. Percent of active listings with reduced prices, 17.5%. That's healthy, normal. Some of them are reducing, yes. They got a lot of more listings. Look right now. There's 40 listings last at the market. That's a 53% change greater than last year. So there's a good amount of activity here. This is a healthy area that you should be farming. Just by picking up this slide, I can tell you it is. Okay. Now you could pull this for any single area. If you want to know about Temple City, where we're at right now, I can just go ahead and pick Temple City, get the same kind of format and share. This is something for you, like I've already told you in the past, some advice. If you want to really farm a neighborhood, why not build a community at your Facebook? And if as a Temple City broker or an agent, I might want to build a Temple City community and be the Facebook group, inviting a lot of businesses, inviting a lot of members of the public, residents, school teachers, public officials, parents and guardians, or people who are in professionals, and events people. And I would post all the events going on, any new businesses coming on. I give them a warm welcome and say, hey, can I take a picture and post with you? Can I promote your business? In the meantime, you're promoting yourself in real estate. You're giving some statistics about them farming, about the neighborhood, new listings, and that is how you can definitely build traction in any farm community. Are you doing this today? Are you trying to get people to know who you are and what you're about and where you specialize? I don't think you are, but it's good to specialize in different cities. And this is one great method. It's easy to build a community. All you got to do is post regular content that is useful, helpful, sharing things. It's all about promoting positivity. It's reducing crime, neighborhood watch. There's a lot of great ideas that you can do in your Facebook group page. Okay, I really think it's great. If I want to know a little bit about more, okay, so right now I wanted to know about Temple City. That's a high price point. The median price is almost 1.2 million. It's a 25% change from last year. 15 days on the market. That's double the time as compared to Hacienda Heights. Same sales to price, list price ratio. There is a lot more, 20% are reducing their prices. So this is showing a trend towards a softening. And home sales have decreased here, a lot less active listings than before. But don't forget, this is a lagging indicator. Lagging indicator means these statistics of active listings versus the sales means that it's May 22. If it's a sale, only 9 homes sold in Temple City, it's a small city, they were probably initiated back in April or earlier or March. Okay, so they were consummated in March or April. So we're not going to know until next month or the month after what's really going on today, is what I'm saying. And it makes sense, right? You want to know what's going on today? I'll tell you what's going on today. There's a lot of inventory going on. There is such a huge wave of listings hitting the market in every single city. all I gotta go is just log on to the MLS, and I can tell you, I can see easily a softening trend. Because when you have, and this is all supply and demand, when you have an uptick in supply, and then you couple that with the high interest rates that people have to pay today, guess what happens? You have less demand, right? It's very simple. It's simple economics. So that's going to have downward pressure on price. Okay, and that trend might continue because we might get another rate hike in the next Fed meeting, and we might have more inventory on the market as some banks start releasing some of the inventory, as some landlords start evicting tenants and wanting to sell their property because they're tired of being a property manager. So what do? I can just do a search and I can show you in someone tell me a city. Anyone?
Arcadia.
Arcadia. Is that you, Nilafar? Thank you. I'm just going to pick single families. I'm not even going to include condos and townhouses. Okay. In terms of just single families in Arcadia, we've got 104 listings on the market. Okay. That's quite a bit. Now, look at I like to use this as a way to help you share and see what's going on. Let me get 100 per page. That's the maximum. I need 2 pages just to go through the inventory. Then I look at what's coming on the market in Arcadia and look how there's not that many right now. So in the past week, this is relatively low. In terms of single families, I only got 9 homes for sale in the last week. But when I see what's not selling, there's a whole bunch of them that are beyond 3 months on the market. You see right here, 90 days and plus, these people all start showing a downward arrow. And this downward arrow is telling you that they have reduced their price. And I can go down the list and show you that they have made some price improvements to try to get and incentivize buyers to come and take a look. But when you look at a property that's 300, 200 plus days on the market, okay, as a buyer, I'm thinking something either is wrong with the property, it's way overpriced, or this seller is greedy, or this agent is not promoting or not pricing, or this is a kind of like oh, they're dreaming. They're in fairy tale fantasy land thinking that they're going to get $10 million for this home. Okay, so you can see that it's happening in Arcadia, but a neighboring city right here in Temple City, it could be a different story. But I could tell you in Temple City right here, there's less on the market. There's high demand. There's quite a bit of, there's still only about 6 listings that came on the market in the past week. But what I'm seeing here in the reverse way, even Temple City has some price movement downwards as well. Okay. You're going to notice this going on when I'm looking at just North San Gabriel Valley. Okay. This is my hot sheet right here.
Try Rosemead. What's Rosemead look like?
Sure. I'll pull on Rosemead for you. There's 28 listings. Look how many new listings just popped up in North San Gabriel Valley. I mean, you have right here more than about 10, 12 right here that popped up in my criteria range. These are all new listings. But when I reverse this and I show you what's going on with the ones that have stayed on the market for a long time, you're seeing a lot of them 779 going down, hold back to active, 945 going down, 998 to 968. There's even people doing some dollar price change. You see this? This still is a price change. They're trying to get some traction. So you can see they probably 849, 999, and they went to 998. Okay. Some people might ask the question, can they do that? If you want to know the technical rule in CRMLS, there's supposed to be a form filled out. If you want to do a dollar price change or a $10,000 price change, I don't care. You need a form called modification of terms. Okay. So that is a simple way that they've trying to maybe hopefully show that it's price change category. So maybe this is more of a motivated seller, which doesn't really show much motivation if they just change it $1. But you know, most of these people you're seeing pendings to active. This is telling me that they were in escrow. Finally, the buyer couldn't get the financing, or they canceled, or something happened during the investigation. It's back on the market. Those are great candidates for negotiation. You got a buyer, you got someone checking out houses. You're very likely to get answers quickly. These sellers will respond back to you. You're not going to have multiples going on. So definitely take a look. If you're looking for value or deals, these are great candidates like this. Okay. So the price changes shows that the sellers are trying to keep up or adapt to the new price. But I can tell you, there's a lot of values going on. Okay. You can get a beautifully newly built 2015 condo right here for under $738. This is detached. It's nice. Okay. Attached with one common wall. I'm sorry. So you can take a look at these listings here. I can tell you there's a lot of values going on everywhere. I'm looking at things and I'm just going, wow, I wish I had a lot of money. I want to buy these. Now, this is only within my criteria, but if you look at a Rosemary, for example, and it's very simple to see what's going on. Coming soon and active in the city. Let's just do single families again. 26 homes on the market. That's not too much. For Rosemary's a pretty big city, and only 7 homes or 8 in the last week. That's not that much inventory, but you're seeing here as the trend moves down, some of these are showing some downward trends. Yes. Not too much, not too many homes in Rosemary. Okay. If I wanted to see the trends, then I just go over here. Do you guys see the Rosemary slide here? I'm gonna hold on.
Yes.
I gotta pull up Rosemary. For some reason, I don't see Rosemary. I see every other city in here. I'm just gonna have to do San Gabriel then. So hopefully you guys see San Gabriel pulling up in a second.
See it.
Wow.
See it.
1.38 million is the median price in San Gabriel. That's a huge increase from last year as of May. 11 days on market, that's fast. 113% over. This is probably more towards northern San Gabriel. It's not probably including South San Gabriel. 113% over list
Near
price.
San Marino. That's probably near San Marino.
Yep. 20% of active listings with reduced price. That's still kind of high, but they're going way over asking. San Gabriel is in high demand. Okay. And these kind of things are great and all dandy, but again, you know, you guys got to be your own expert. You guys should definitely get yourselves familiarized with what's going on in the market. And I like this stuff. You could use this in mail outs or this and that on your marketing, social media. Just trying to show you where it's at. So we're getting into too much in the weeds. Let's get back to the slideshow so we can go over the new listings. Any questions right now?
No.
Okay, thanks guys. So new listings wise, Margaret has a nice, beautiful listing over here in Arcadia, 138 Genoa Street. This condo looks beautiful, newer built, 855,000. Definitely has a lot to offer in terms of 1,624 square feet and in a good location of Arcadia. And congrats to Doreen on her new listing. Lovely property, 2962 Arbor Lane in Ontario. Wow, 2,300 square feet, single family for only $728,000. It's a good price. Talk to Henry. You want to talk about, oh, we had a big event last week. Those of you who checked your emails, Henry was very gracious to host an event, 830 Singing Wood Drive in Arcadia. only 7.39 million for 11,000 plus square foot home. It was a wonderful event, Henry. We had probably over 200 people there. There was no parking on the entire 2-block street, and a lot of great content. Henry was sharing a little bit about how to be a top agent and how he kind of gets his clients and how he builds his business. So it was a very heartful sharing of ideas to other people, and a very tasteful event with gifts. So thank you, Henry, for having this. Hopefully you guys have a buyer for it, because hey, look at this payday. If you can get this sold, you got to your client, a nice commission check is waiting for you. Great interior, very, very classy home. I hope you have someone to sell that one to. Carmen has 4982 Adara Street in Montclair. This 2,100 plus square foot condo is only 700,000, and it looks newer built. Looks like 2010 plus. Congratulations to Henry. This Ontario single family is offered at 750,000. It's nearly 1,200 square feet. 2131 Alondra Street. Nice big lot, 7,200. This one looks built in the 80s. Doreen Tuan, 523 Catalonia, Lake Forest. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 2,308 square feet. This condo is asking only for rent, 4,700. Lake Forest, great community, very, very desirable area next to Irvine. And this one should lease out quickly. Annis has a new listing in Pasadena. This is 822 Merritt Drive, 888,000 for its lucky duplex. 7,300 plus square foot lot size. And see if you have anyone interested for this one. Sylvia, you want to share anything about Toledo Street in Eagle Rock? I know you got a great price improvement. So you can see here, she's doing her job. When you hit and surpass 18 days on the market, it is time to consider and have the tough conversation with the seller. Maybe we should do a price improvement. Maybe we should adjust to the market. And it's $150,000 improvement here in Eagle Rock for this nice single family.
Thank you, Kelvin. Appreciate that. Nicely done.
Okay. 356 Palm Drive. Joseph Wong has this gorgeous mansion, $4.1 million for a 6-bedroom, 6.5 bath property. I've been inside. It's a gorgeous home, well maintained. 2002 year built, right near our Arcadia branch office. So if you have anyone looking for a nice giant lot at 16,000 plus, this is only 4.1 million. Well under the average price per square foot in Arcadia for 91007. So this is a good value for anyone looking for a larger home. Melissa, she has a gorgeous home for sale in Chino Hills, 5412 Signac Court in Chino Hills, less than $1 million, 1.2 million, almost 3,000 square foot single family, and it's 1997 built. So talk to her if you have anyone looking for Chino Hills, next to the high school.
Kelvin, can I say something about Melissa?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Melissa was over at Caravan and she pitched the property and she did a really good job. And I just want to encourage our agents to come over to Caravan and pitch their properties. It really, really does help. And if any of you are too shy to pitch your properties, I'm there. Let me know and I'll pitch it for you.
Thanks for volunteering. And today there was the membership where they voted on the new board of directors and had a breakfast today. Hope you guys do take advantage of one of your member benefits, because the Caravan and the networking is irreplaceable. It's one of the best of all the local communities, associations nearby. So yeah, thank you, Sylvia, for being a part of it. And occasionally, we're very fortunate to see you speak at the MLS as the host. So continue doing the good things that you do for our broker community.
Thank you, Kelvin. I'd like to add that legal update today by Neil Callan from CAR, Assistant General Counsel, spoke on Federal Appraisal Act, on implicit bias training for real estate licensees, duplex lots and splits for single family property, discriminatory covenants, and new and revised forms that are coming in December as well. As well as there's now an addendum that has been enforced as of June 22nd of this year. It's called a Fair Appraisal Act Addendum.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know about this, I already shared this in the last sales meeting. So if you want to learn about the Fair Appraisal Act, I shared it and watched a YouTube video of last sales meeting. I already covered this. Neil's a little bit behind. So we got a new lease, 151 scale, Irvine, 6,500 per month. It's a 2,408 square foot structure, townhouse, newly built in 2019. And it's a great lease. Zusa, this is Julia's listing. If you want, Julia, you can speak about it for lease at 481 Mark Place, Unit G, 3,100 per month rent, 1,918 square feet. Very nice townhouse, newer construction as well. We have a property right here on Gainsborough Drive, San Marino, just near the intersection of San Gabriel Boulevard. Gorgeous San Marino home with San Marino schools, only 2.5 million. This is less than the normal price per square foot for San Marino. It's a nice 14,890 square foot lot. Good property. This is a great candidate for anyone looking to build or have an expansion as well. But you have over 3,000 square foot. So very reasonable price. Talk to Elaine if you have anyone looking for a great San Marino property. And Ling Liu has a new lease as well in Azusa, 402 Angelino Avenue, Unit A, Azusa, 1,200 square foot house, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. And talk to her if you have anyone looking right here for lease. She has a duplex, so it's Unit A and Unit B. This is the smaller version. That's 596 square foot studio. And that one's only 1,750. Look, someone who's looking for something reasonable and affordable. Talk to Ling if you have anyone for rent. And Min has a nice new listing in Alhambra, right by the north of the 10 freeway and Fremont. You have 1903 Primrose Avenue. This one is only 1,050,000, 2,100 square foot structure. That's really big. New on the market, so I'm sure he'll get lots of activity. And this is priced less than 500 square foot, so that's also below the normal Alhambra price per square foot. Winnie Bai has a new listing here for sale, 9420 Duarte Road, Arcadia. This is active, 1.18 million, 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, and this is 1,800 square foot home. So talk to her if you have anyone looking for a nice single family by Duarte Road and Temple City. And we got some great closers. I'm very proud to see Jennifer close this transaction, 918 Garvey Avenue, Senior Community for 338,000. And she worked with Sophia Hung on this property from Temple City and Arcadia, got this transaction closed. Branch. Henry Liu got 9655 Monte Vista Avenue in Montclair closed. This commercial property sold for over $4 million for a nice medical building, 13,776 square foot structure. Congratulations, Aunt Henry and Anna. Wow, 1328 Wake Forest Avenue. This one just got leased out. Very happy she got this one leased. Finally get to move on to the next one. And Ryan got this one closed in Lake Elsinore. Great photography, 34210 Belfair Way. Very happy for Ryan and his early success in his career. Got this one sold at 505,500. Jewel Hao Zhao got this 11545 Grapevine Street, Rancho Cucamonga sold, 790,000. They closed escrow. Very happy for him as well. Congrats to Henry also for closing 8626 Vicara Drive, Rancho Cucamonga. Wow, look at that decorative stone work. This is very, very intricate and hard to construct. Very, very, very elegant front curb appeal and a lot of nice actual stone facade at the beginning with a tile roof. This is a very strong and well-constructed property. It definitely has to have a lot of great foundational and structural supports in order to support that kind of weight. This one sold for 1.28 million, 24,000 plus square foot lot. Very happy for Henry and getting this one closed. Doreen Tuan, someone say something?
Yeah, very attractive price for that.
Yeah, that's only 1.3 million. This is very, very good, affordable for that, given that kind of square footage. So I'm not sure which side he was working on, but definitely got nice price per square foot on this, whichever side. Doreen got this one leased out, 2935 Monterey Road in San Marino. This nice little 2278 square foot house got leased out, 5,500 per month. That's actually pretty low. That's a great deal. And Sylvia Ramos, congrats on your closing. You got 2564 Doolittle Ave in Arcadia, sold at 1.29 million. And you were the listing agent. You did a great job, got over asking in a tough market. So great job for you getting this one closed. And very happy for Callista. Not only did she get 321 Greenwood Ave Montebello closed over asking, also in a tough market, and got this priced and great job for her seller. But she's expected to deliver any day now this week on her new firstborn baby. So I'm really happy and hopeful everything works out smooth for Callista and her smooth delivery. Neela Farr, congratulations to you. You got this one closed at 875 over the asking price. You did a great job in 2 days in the market. So you were very quick on everything. 29732 Castleberry Place, Castaic. Got this nice, beautiful property at only 369 per square foot. This is a value because you're getting this pretty much near the cost of construction for this property. Good job. Anyone else want to pitch anything? I have one last one to share. I just actually should have shared a little. I have my listing as well is on the market now, and let me go ahead and pull it up. I got a commercial property on the market right now. This is for 2.15 million. I have a nice, lovely industrial building. This is on San Gabriel Boulevard, just south of Las Tunas Drive. And if you have anyone looking for a property which is right now currently used as auto body shop and an auto repair shop, we have very attractive property in a great location with high visibility. It's over 5,000 square feet of structure. In here, we have a paint body shop repair paint booth, which has a valid permit, and obviously tons of traffic here. You have a lot of great features about this. You have a private parking lot, over 23 parking spaces, and the interior has been remodeled. So if you have anyone looking to do auto-related business, nice curb office area, front entry, so let me know. This could be used for multiple uses. It does not have to be necessarily for auto. And I do have some offers coming in. So let me know if you have anyone interested in a prime San Gabriel Boulevard property. 2.15 is very good price. Talk to me if you have any. I'm co-listing this with Fei Lee. Anyone else have anything else to share? Wow, many of you guys stayed to the very end. We have over 23 of you guys here. I appreciate you guys spending your valuable time with us. Right now we have 2 more months left of healthy activity. So go out there, build your business. Talk to me if you have any struggles going on. Talk to me if you have any, I want to go brainstorm some ideas on how we can use your talents, your individual skills, how we could work on your presentation, maybe a little bit about your delivery of way you present material. That's going to help you go a lot farther if you have and practice with somebody what you're trying to communicate. Because if you go out there and you try to take a meeting without practicing what your kind of your script of or your format of how you're kind of presenting the ideas, you're really going without a plan. And I don't want that to go. When you have things unplanned, you tend to be able to stutter. You're going to get lost. You're going to have ideas bouncing around, and you're not going to be able to communicate effectively or clearly. And you're not going to have the confidence that you need to project in order for them to have confidence in you. So if you want to get trust from your clients, if you want to build that rapport or build that relationship with a stranger, you need to be able to help them understand that you know what you're talking about. And that's all done by doing your own homework. That's done by doing a little bit of understanding of the market for that city or the area. And that's why I always say you can't replace doing your own due diligence. When you do your own homework, I tend to be a lot stronger and have a better ratio, better conversion ratio when I get this presentation with the client. When I go in, try to wing it in front of a client, they could probably tell that I didn't prepare. Okay, so that's my advice for you guys, and really hope to see you guys in next week's training. We're continuing on with our momentum and doing this every week. I'm having a new content and availability access for you guys. Call me if you need me. If you have anything that you want to talk or discuss, I'm here and available along with our managers, Amy and Sylvia, I'm sorry. And very, very happy and thankful that you guys are here. So be appreciative, be thankful, and don't forget to tell your loved ones that you love them, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, Sylvia. Have a great week, everybody.
I love everybody here. I'm letting you know now.
Okay.
Hi, Narendra. Hi, Nilofar. Hi, Claudia. Hey, everybody. I feel like I'm the Waltons.
Love you guys.
I'm gonna date myself.
Good night, John Boy. All right, see you later.